In the UK, more than 4,000 racehorses are born every year. All of them are the end result of a matchmaking process. But getting the right horses to go out on a date night isn't straightforward. But there are specialists who have tried and tested methods when it comes to finding the right match.
So, Nancy, say I want to breed the winner of the Arc de Triomphe in the next, 5 years.
Yes.
How do I go about it?
Well, first of all, you'd need to find yourself a mare, probably the best mare that you could lay your hands on for the money, and then decide which stallion you're going to use. And some people look at what families complement other families. Some people look at how physically they might complement each other, and other people would probably send the best to the best and hope for the best.
Does that work, sending the best to the best, literally?
It can do, but the reality is that you're dealing with an animal and good horses can come from anywhere. A lot of it, at the end of the day, is also luck.
There's my hair! Help!
So is there a science or is it a complete lottery?
It's not a complete lottery. I mean, you can maximise your chances by looking at what crosses work with the family or what certain crosses work with the stallion. It's not a 100% recipe for success to send a really good mare to a really good stallion. It certainly helps your chances.
You're very cheeky. At what stage can you start to tell whether you think you've got a nice horse on your hands?
Oh, you can tell, more or less straight away if it's got good bone and it's a nice, strong individual. And those are the types of horses that are going to catch people's eye at the sales, and then hopefully get into the right hands to make the most impact.
And so is there any way with modern technology of working out how good they might be? Is there any way of seeing how big their heart is, or anything like that can give you an extra indication?
People do look into that and at the sales, and there are people who measure stride patterns, especially at the breeze-ups where they're working under tack, and you can get an idea of how they gallop. And there are more people paying for genetic testing. Say, you can tell if a horse is more likely to be a sprinter or a miler or a mile-and-a-half horse. I mean, you can also tell that by pedigree to a certain degree, but this just brings it.
Can you tell if they're going to be any good with the genetic testing?
I'm sure that is on the way.
And then even then you still can't tell what goes on actually in here and in there.
Exactly, because if they have a bad experience on the race course, or they don't want to do it anyway, there's very little you can do to make a big animal do what you want.
Golden Horn is unlikely to need an online dating agency to find a partner. After his success at the Arc this year, his owner announced that he'd be put out to stud next season. Expect a long list of mares to be lined up to meet him.